Hey Libra, welcome back to my channel. I hope that all is well with you. This is a weekly intuitive reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Libra signs. Thank you all so much for your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions. I appreciate each and every one of you. So Libra, I've already reshuffled the cards prior to recording. If the messages do not resonate, you are free to check your other signs for important information, okay? Thank you so much, and let's begin. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Spirit, we ask for insights and guidance. What does Libra need to know, need to be aware of this week? Alright, so first card out is the Ace of Wands energy, followed by the Four of Cups, the Son of Cups energy, the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands energy, Tower, King of Wands, and the Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Alright, so some of you are dealing with a Virgo, fire sign, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of shocking and unforeseen change this week. Can also be seen as a card of excitement, the Tower, where all of a sudden a lot of things are moving forward from a period of stagnation here. Of course, when we want to invite change, we also have to invite chaos. But also even this chaos is divinely inspired. This week, you guys need to prepare yourself emotionally, mentally, physically. Alright, so that if you are very much anchored with your heart, centered amidst all these changes in your environment, I feel like this is just not going to come so much as a surprise to you, Libra. But it's like you're able to cope, you're able to stay positive amidst all the change, okay? And that's why the Hermit is all about going within. When we go within, we find inner peace. The world that we live in at the moment, there's just too much unrest, and we can get easily be swept off by all this aggressive energy, right? Agitation, social unrest. Can also be in your personal life. There could be people arguing, fighting, conflict, disagreement, and it can be taking a lot of our energy just trying to find common ground or just trying to find that give and take, that balance. But now is not the time to establish balance. Now is the time to retreat, Libra, this week. All right? Retreat from all the unrest in your environment and just find that place where you can rest within. Be anchored with your heart. Of course, the Hermit is also the energy of needing to make a conscious decision to detach yourself from a group or presence of others. That's the Five of Wands. There might have also been a feeling of, I don't want to be suppressed by this environment that I'm in, whether this is in a workplace where you feel like you're not being respected, appreciated. There could be people trying to compete with you, intimidate you. This could also be in the home place where a lot of people are just not seeing eye to eye. Can also speak of a certain relationship, all right? And like I said, it's not a time to make any final decision, nor is it time for reconciliation, but a time for retreat. This is a very valuable time that you're going to be in, all right? Because the Hermit is saying you need to connect with yourself once again. You need to heal. You need to center yourself or recenter yourself. All right. Now, the thing is, if we keep exposing ourselves, Libra, to all these chaotic energies, over time, it does have an effect on our health. That's why the Tower is also the Tower of self. Destruction, chaos. It will have or take its toll on our mental, emotional, and even our spiritual life, okay? And so, these traumatic events, Libra, will lead to some kind of awakening, because I do feel like even though it's scary, it's painful, whatever is being revealed to you, whatever is being stripped away, something is also going to be revealed to you about yourself, about life, about where you're going. That's the Three of Wands, about the future. But as you're going through the eye of the storm, Libra, this week, it's important to know that how you choose to respond is going to have a great impact on your consciousness, on your happiness, for long term. right? Trauma is what happens inside of us, caused by these traumatic events. And when oftentimes we go through a period of traumatic events, right? That's the Nine of Swords. And we don't give ourselves time to heal, to cope, to manage all the stress, the anxiety, the pain. Over time, this can accumulate, feelings of helplessness, feelings of victimhood. This might also be us just trying to find inner peace, but we can't, because with Nine of Swords, there's this feeling of paranoia. There's this constant fear. There's this constant fear of losing stability, worrying about the future, all right, worrying about our finances, worrying about a lot of things that we are holding on to as a form of stability. So like I said, even if your environment at the moment is not giving you a feeling of certainty, all right, just be anchored with yourself, with your heart, and go within. Take a time out is what I'm seeing here. Find that place where you can rest. Okay, so you're going to be in a reflective mood this week, but it's an important time as well where you can recalibrate or shift your priorities. Don't focus too much on your external world. Again, it's a choice how you respond to the circumstances, because if we keep spreading our energy out there or exposing ourselves to these events, we tend to lose sight of what our real focus should be. Okay, so in this hermit mode, there's going to be a lot that you're going to rediscover about who you are and where you're going. All right, so that once the dust has cleared the tower, once finally whatever that situation that's bringing chaos in your life, all right, calms down, all right, the dust has cleared, finally it's time to take action. You will rise above what you are currently dealing with. Now, for some of you, this tower can represent falling down of an old structure, an old belief, even your old consciousness, all right? This might also be some truth being exposed. So the guidance is to not react, right? When we're angry, when we're upset, when we're feeling all these chaotic emotions, reflect first. See the blessing or see the lesson. What is this event teaching me? How can I be open to what this all means for me in the long term? Okay, now I also feel like this can be a moment of honesty. Somebody's about to really speak their mind, speak their truth here, because I do feel suppression with the Five of Wands, where you could be in some kind of group situation or relationship where you feel like your voice has been constantly suppressed. All right, and like I said, if we want change, oftentimes we have to invite chaos. And Ace of Wands, trust and believe that there's always something new that you can build a new sense of foundation with. There's always a blessing even through these times of unrest. Ace of Wands is a powerful and passionate new beginning, a blessing coming towards you. Sometimes it's just a matter of seeing, a matter of noticing, a matter of even choosing not to look on the big things that's being taken away, that's being stripped away, but noticing the smaller things that truly give our lives meaning. Ace of Wands, I often see this card as something that makes us feel alive. It can even be as simple as getting back to your hobby, getting back on something that you feel creatively aligned with. All right, this could also be just feeling that happiness within you. Something smaller than the grand scheme of things, but makes your life feel more meaningful. Okay, because if your eyes are focused on all this chaos, right, we tend to feel depressed, sad, down, helpless, paranoid. We feel all these types of negative and low vibrational energy, and we tend to feel paralyzed with Nine of Swords, constantly thinking with all these thoughts. But if we take ourselves away from all that thinking, right, we tend to feel oftentimes that our life is defined by these traumatic moments. But if we step back, reassess, be in the meditative state, our life is not just defined by external world, because there will always be unrest in the world. But like you said, how we choose to react, our character, our faith, our focus, where our heart is, where our mind is. So I do feel like it's about grounding yourself and recentering yourself, finding that rest within. Now with Son of Cups, if it's a relationship with this fire sign or this water sign where you feel like you've went over and beyond for this individual, and this constant fluctuation, this constant feeling of uncertainty or rejection, what I'm getting here is to distance yourself, create healthier boundaries. All right, don't give this person any more of your power, your light, to have such an emotional effect on you. Because I'm getting here, for all you know, this person may not be completely aware that this is how much it's impacting you. All right, but it's about choosing to build a new foundation solely for you here. Son of Cups and Father of Wands, saying, I have the power to, I have the responsibility for my own happiness, right? Oftentimes when we're down, our first instinct as humans is to blame an outside force. But clearly with the Four of Cups here, what this card is saying, yes, there's unrest in the external world, but we have responsibility for our own happiness. We don't need to shut down. We don't need to close off. We don't need to also blame ourselves for all these things that are beyond our control, right? And so knowing that these things are beyond our control, even how somebody perceives you, how somebody sees you, what people's opinions are, all right? You get to fight. You get to awaken your consciousness, not to be a victim, but a victor. And you get to also strengthen your connection with the source, with divine. All right, the power has always been within you, Ace of Wands. To change your inner world first, how you think, how you feel. And this, creating your own reality, all right, and taking all that positive energy of happiness, excitement, bliss, gratitude, all these beautiful energies and not those low vibrational energy, you begin to feel different. Circumstances around you may not change anytime soon, but you are the one who's meant to change. All right, and often we can be easily swept away by all this very fast moving change. So it's important that we pause and we reflect, we meditate. So with Three of Wands, I do feel like there's a lot of things to look towards the future, Libra. But don't disregard the present moment, because the present moment is where your power truly lies, you know? You know what they say, we can never 100% predict the future, but our present actions, our thoughts, the way that we are projecting this into reality, you can already have an idea of what the future, the path towards the future you're building. And so I feel like it's also a time for healing with Five of Cups. There's a very important healing that needs to happen this week for a lot of you, and it might be painful to relive all that past events in your mind, but I'm getting here, it's a purge. All right, something needs to be purged. Catharsis. Re-examine old issues that might still be exerting pressure on you. That's the Five of Cups. And digging deeper into your soul, to your heart, being anchored and finding a way to move forward once again. I do feel like for those of you that have been looking for new love, the Three of Wands is saying there is a lot of good things coming towards you, a lot of opportunities coming in. Once that you're finally ready to take that new path, take action towards that new beginning. Because I see here a feeling of conflict. There's inner conflict as well with Five of Wands. Past, present, okay. Something sort of is pulling you guys back towards the past once again. But there's so much beauty, there's so much love that awaits you. Okay, there could also be a new love offer coming in by this water sign, but you're still letting go or healing from this fire sign. And you know what they say, it all starts with self-love. Reminding yourself, Libra, that not everything is lost. I still have myself. I still have others that want to support me. That's the Three of Wands. You're well supported. You're well loved. You're somebody very, very desirable, Libra. I do feel like an offer could be for work for some of you, all right? Please take the messages however resonate. But you might want to consider what is acceptable to you, okay? Because I feel like with Four of Cups, the offer coming in is something that is very made sincerely. And I feel like you will realize it's a sincere new offer. The story of the Four of Cups is often dissatisfaction, or a feeling of one-sided situation where you keep giving and giving and giving and you're done because you've been suppressed. And now with Ace of Wands, you can no longer be suppressed. You need to feel alive. You can no longer just exist, exist to be at the mercy of all this chaos in your environment or this situation. But the real change starts within by shifting your mind and shifting where your heart is. 7 of Coins. All right. What the cards are saying, something is also long overdue here, Libra. Like, you deserve so much more. If you already are in a situation where you've done what you could, you've done your part, know when to hang the towel is what the cards are saying. Okay, again, reevaluate, reassess, remind yourself what my initial goals are. What do I deserve? All these powerful questions will be answered to you this week, but you guys need to prepare yourself for what yourself as well is going to respond. It's a time indeed for reflection and reassessment. Why is the 4 of Cups energy here, please? We have the 9 of Swords, and that appeared twice. So yeah, feeling dysregulated, losing sleep, a lot of worrying, a lot of panic, and feeling afraid of what the future brings. But like I said, instead of focusing too much on the past and being too worried about the future, the present moment here, Libra, is your power. This is where your power is. This is where your power truly resides. Every second, every minute. Be fully present in the moment, okay? Because you can shift the situation to your favor once that you unlock that part of you that wants to create your own reality. And not what your mind is saying. Because the mind is a very tricky place. It can shape our reality, We tend to think of all these negative thoughts, no matter how positive we are, because there's all this chaotic energies in our environment. And this is a time now where we must change the way that we perceive ourselves in order to change how we perceive things around us. Why is the Son of Cups energy here, please? We have the Ace of Coins. Wow. The moment that you allow universe to work on your behalf and not see this tower as, happening to you, but happening for you, to liberate you, to free you. Okay? Because like I said, destruction and change, they come hand in hand. And it can come as a surprise, something very painful. But all that universe wants to do is for you to make space. In order to have this abundance in all areas of your life, you have to create the space of receiving. And most importantly, Libra, knowing that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more that you release this limited thinking and worry, the more open you are to receiving the infinite flow of universe. Okay? We have the 5 of Swords. It's choosing your battles. Know when to walk away. There might have been a breakup or separation for some of you. There was some drama that played out. Some of you was also somebody who may have deceived you, manipulated you, or wanted to have the control over the outcome. All right, but I do feel like your higher self does not want you to go down or stoop down in this kind of energy. It's something that you need to avoid, because I do feel like it's a trap, or potentially can play more mind games here, is what I'm seeing. I know that it can be a very difficult thing to choose, or you're struggling to make a choice here, but always choose yourself first here, Libra. Because with 5 of Swords, whoever you're up against, there's this energy of wanting to win at all costs, wanting to prove something at all costs, So we have the 10 of Coins. It could be family argument, family fight. It may include money for some of you. So I do feel like the guidance is to step back and not participate, not engage. A lot of people are very much heated up, angry, upset, and all this unrest going on around the world is also affecting one's perception on things. And people can tend to take it out on each other. So that's why you need to slow down and reflect and reassess. Where do I stand here? Know your place with all this energies playing out. 10 of Coins, you're going to come out of this shift and storm in your life, and there's going to be stability. You're about to gain momentum here. Some of you might be changing residence, leaving home, starting an independent path. Okay, you might also be leaving a previous work situation where there's just a lot of manipulation, deceit, and with Ace of Coins, you're going to go on your own separate way. You're going to find your own way and pursue a more creative path. This week here, Libra, it's also time to assert yourself. Not in an aggressive way, because that's not the energy of the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups is, being pure in one's expression of emotional state, but not to keep it in, because keeping it in is also, there's always the downside of keeping feelings in. It's a lot better to put it out there and not be suppressed. Why is the Tower here? The Page of Cups. Wow, there's going to be a very, very good message coming in here. Might be new love for some of you. And like I said, once the dust has cleared, you'll be able to see and put things into perspective. Why is the Father of Wands energy here, please? We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, very positive card. There's going to be movement. I'm also seeing that after resting, after taking a break, retreating in your own world, and allowing these changes to happen, soon you will recover, you will recharge your batteries, and a lot of things in your life will be moving forward, because the Tower has already served its purpose. It's going to strip away things that you no longer need, and it's going to really remind you of what your real priorities are. The Cups energy talks about heart emotion, so it could be your dreams. Some of you are going to realize, I want to take a path where I'm finally following my dreams, a job that I've always wanted, a career that I always wanted to take. Okay, so don't be afraid to dream here. You might be starting to live a nonconformist lifestyle. All right, let's see. Why is the Five of Cups energy here? But I do feel changing somewhere, traveling somewhere. We have the Hierophant energy. All right, so it could have been a long-term commitment or relationship that you feel like you've already given your all here, for a lot of you. Now, for some of you, I'm getting a different message. There might be somebody new who's going to offer commitment towards you, who's going to help you heal, who's going to comfort you. Could be an older individual, Taurus energy, Virgo energy, water sign. But when the Hierophant shows up, your higher self knows that you are definitely ready to expand on your horizons, meet new people, learn new things, all right? The Hierophant is also somebody that will come towards you that has potential to transform your conditioned beliefs. For some of you, it might also be letting go of a preconceived notion, Ten of Pentacles, an ingrained belief that money equates happiness. Okay, this highlights aspect of convention, right? The Hierophant, convention, Ten of Coins. Convention or security that may keep us trapped in a rigid kind of mindset. And sometimes due to our ingrained belief we held on for years, it keeps us locked in. It keeps us always constantly worried about life, about things that may not be happening. So I do feel like some of you are going to live a nonconformist lifestyle here, and start to explore your own beliefs, understanding, philosophies about life and how you want to live life. You're going to realize you're meant for something more spiritual. Nothing wrong with wanting stability, of course, here, Libra, but balance. Some of you, there's been a lot of just control, power, rigid energy, towards now more loose, more open, more spiritual is what I'm seeing. Could also indicate the shift of the previous relationship to the one that's coming towards you. So you're really ready to expand your awareness and gain fresh spiritual insights this week about your life. So the Hierophant, again, is conformity. This is also sticking to the rules. But the Hermit is like, I'm going to really let go and release all that I thought I was holding on for years in order to know myself again. So don't be afraid to go in this process of knowing yourself again. We can be lost in society and in some kind of a system where we tend to forget who we are. We tend to lose ourselves in the process, trying to fit in, trying to conform. And so this Tower is to awaken you, awaken your heart. That's the Page of Cups, the inner child, the childlike seeing of the world, all right? Most of our feelings of being hurt, being unsatisfied, being discontent, It does not have anything to do really with money or with material things, because that's the Four of Cups energy. It's a feeling of no matter how much we have, money, wealth, property, it doesn't mean that we are guaranteed happy forever. Okay, so it's best to like ask yourself, what's really going to make me happy and fulfilled? And that's the direction that you need to work on. You should be following. Okay, now I hope that's resonating for you and gave you some insight. Let's see, what is the overall advice for Libra this week? We have adversity. Accept that challenges are the best way to learn. All right, so just now I'm getting another message that could be the conflict is you want commitment and the other person doesn't. Or some of you don't really want to commit anymore, conform anymore, because you feel like it's very limiting and you want freedom. So there's this two polar opposite energy that are in contrast with one another. And so it's important to just take a step back and ask yourself, what path do I need to take? Don't be too caught up with this, conflicting energies too much, and raise your awareness by going within once again. Okay, now let's see. Adversity. You can choose to take the advice or not, Libra. It's completely up to you. No one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. It's a beautiful reading. It's definitely deep. Thank you all for watching till the end. I'm sending you love and light. Let me know in the comment section if it resonates. I would truly appreciate that. Take care and stay safe and healthy at this time, and namaste.